Hi everyone. I wanted to talk today about gossiping. And in the last video about minding your own business, I did touch on gossip, but I wanted to dive deeper into it because it doesn't help your personal growth at all, and it really is a waste of time. Generally, gossiping is talking about other people and never in a positive light. It's always in some negative, judgmental way. You could probably find better things to do with your time. And the reason I say that is because if you're trying to find personal growth, if you're trying to just grow as a person or be a better person, you're not going to find it gossiping with people. It's a very empty activity because when you're done gossiping, you get nothing out of it. I mean, you don't feel good. Generally, you kind of feel sometimes a little bit sick because you can't believe what you just heard and what someone shared with you. So it really doesn't do you any good. So if you want to have any personal growth, you have to stay away from gossiping. It's a hard thing to do, just like minding your own business is. But when I'm talking about gossip today, I'm talking about the pick up the phone and tell your friend because you just heard something, and then you spend an hour and a half analyzing, what somebody else that really has nothing to do with you is doing. And it is such a waste of time. And I'm going to say that again. It is a waste of time. Focus on yourself. Focus on your own goodness. There's so many things to talk about, and there's so many ways to grow as a person that this just hinders that. When you're talking about other people, a lot of times too, you may agree or disagree with this, but when you're recognizing other people's, faults in the discussion of talking about other people, oftentimes you're recognizing things in yourself that you don't like. So the next time you're gossiping about somebody and in a really negative sense, just take a moment and ask yourself if it's bothering you so much. This person is bothering you so much simply because it's the things about yourself that you don't like. Because oftentimes what we see in other people is just a reflection of ourselves and the things that we need to work on. So just really pay attention to that. Don't let others suck you into their gossiping either. You can just say, this conversation isn't for me. It's not fulfilling. It's not going to add to my day or my life. I know it's a hard thing to do at first. And like I said, this video is more about the more widespread gossip, the one thing that so many millions of people are talking about, or the one thing that a whole community is talking about. Don't get involved in that. And as a matter of fact, if they're gossiping about someone or something, why don't you just take a stand instead and stand up for that person, or try to find a way to connect with that person and maybe help them? Because when you're being gossiped about, whether you think so or not, or whether anyone agrees with this or not, they know at some point, when people are gossiping about you. So, and it can really hurt and it can sting. And gossip, a lot of times in our lives and in our history, has really hurt people, and hurt people to the point where they can't get out of bed in the morning. It's hurt people to the point where they've taken drastic measures. And we don't want to do that. Don't hurt people because you can't say kind things. So just be careful with your words. Careful engaging in gossip with other people, because you really don't know how that's going to affect the person that you're gossiping about, or the situation or the event. So stay focused on yourself. Again, and I've said this in other videos, love yourself first. And as long as you're loving yourself first, you're focusing on yourself. Don't worry so much about what other people are doing unless you're willing to take a stand, or unless you're willing to stand up for that cause or that person or whatever it is that that you're talking about at that time. So anyway, leave a comment below and just let me know ways that you've attempted to stop gossiping, or how you took a stand instead, or how you changed your mindset and become that person who doesn't put up with gossip. And let me know how you navigated that and how people around you have reacted. If you like this video, subscribe, like, and share. Have a nice day.